Tube Radio. Radio. Television.
Tuve la oportunidad de conocerlo, de platicar con él durante un tiempo largo y fue grandioso. Fue uno de los momentos más extraordinarios que he vivido como youtuber. Recuerdo que fue algo inesperado. Yo sabía que él era uno de los invitados en la Mole Comic Con acá en México y de repente yo estaba trabajando con Q.E.P.D y de la nada se acercan y me dicen: oye, Carlos, ¿te gustaría entrevistar a Jason? Y yo les dije, por supuesto que sí quiero. Y recuerdo que estaba en shock porque a mí me gusta prepararme. Además, él no habla español, entonces la entrevista tenía que ser en inglés. Tenía como 10 años que no hablaba el inglés en una conversación realmente y no tenía nada preparado. Afortunadamente, siendo un fan, pues traía cierto conocimiento, ciertas cosas que le quería preguntar y tuve la oportunidad de hacerlo. Fueron aproximadamente como unos de 15 a 20 minutos, aunque realmente convivimos como media hora y tuve la oportunidad de verlo todavía afuera en el hotel donde se hospedaba, que también me hospedé ahí. Y quisiera compartir con ustedes esta entrevista que nunca la puse en el canal. Llegué a poner un pedacito si acaso, pero creo que el día de hoy lo amerita porque realmente se le ve contento, se le ve sonriendo, la manera en que se expresa, la emoción por estar hablando de Tommy Oliver, de Bloodshot, es algo que realmente me ha reconfortado como fan. Y la verdad me sacó sonrisas en un momento que realmente sí es triste. Es triste sobre todo si eres un fan, aunque cualquier pérdida humana siempre es una gran pérdida. Entonces, pues quiero compartirlas con ustedes. Es una plática donde empezamos un poco serios, pero de repente empezamos a hacer clic y recuerdo que hay un momento que es uno de mis momentos más extraordinarios que tengo con él. Es que en un momento estamos platicando, él está muy metido y de repente pone su mano en mi rodilla. Y yo eso lo tomé como que se sentía muy a gusto, como que se dio cuenta que había cariño, que había buena vibra, ¿no? de mi parte. Y bueno, pues espero que les saque una sonrisa y que aquellos que están tristes, bueno, que lo recuerden de esta manera.
Hello, Jason. How are you? Good. We know that Tommy Oliver is the iconic character of the Power Ranger history. He always come around to the franchise. You were in the movie. Yeah. I want to talk with you because when you go to the Comic-Con this year, you talk about some interesting things about the future of Tommy. Yeah. And you have some ideas of how he will end, how he will die. And you say something that you have an idea, like a movie style, like Logan, like Wolverine. And if you can give us some exclusive about that, man, to Q.E.P.D, it will be so amazing, so great. I want to tell you that I'm a subscriber to your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you.
I see you morphing live.
Oh, thank you.
You have to give us an exclusive.
You know, I really wish I had some news to give you that was exclusive. I know right now their focus is on the movie. Their focus is on the second movie. That's their focus. You read about talks. I only know so much, but I can tell you this. For me, still want to do, a darker Green Ranger series or a movie, something like Logan. I can't confirm anything, and I can't tell you any inside scoops on anything like that. But I can tell you that I'm committed to the brand. No matter what the brand's about, I don't care about money, I don't care about anything else, I care about making my fans happy, like we did on the Superpower Beatdown with the Green Ranger versus Ryu. That came right after Super Mega Force, the White Ranger versus Scorpion. So I'm always going to be part of the brand. I'm like the brand ambassador, and I'm sure things will come around. So I like to put things out in the universe, and I usually get lucky with things, you know. So, but I think it would be very exciting. But I can't give you guys no exclusive because I don't know. That's the truth.
How dark will Tommy be?
How dark would I be?
Yeah.
You know, I thought about that, but see, I'm doing Bloodshot, and Bloodshot's obviously dark.
Yeah.
You know, because that's his name, Bloodshot. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I wouldn't go too dark with Tommy because I think right now I have so many kids, little kids now that I'm signing for because of the movie, and so many little kids now, and I have the little kids, and then I got the moms who are like 28, 29, who grew up watching me when they were little, and then now I have the mom that watched me. So 3 different generations. So I think you can get away with. When I remember Batman, Dark Knight, when I was growing up, I liked it. It just looked dark, but it wasn't anything that my mom would say, I can't watch it. You know what I mean? So It needs to be something like that. It needs to satisfy the adults, and it needs to satisfy kids. And I can tell you, with cuss words, they don't really need to be in movies. I mean, you've never walked away from a movie before and said, I don't like that movie. They didn't say too many cuss words, you know?
Yeah.
So I would like to keep it dark, but light enough for the kids, if that makes sense, you know? And I don't have no control over it because this is a Saban brand. They own it. But I was saying for me, if I would like to see Tommy go in that direction, that's what I'd like to see.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, the comics of Power Rangers here in Mexico are coming right now. In USA, they are more advancing. And I want to know more about, you were talking about a different version of another timeline of Tommy that will come in the comics, and these comics will come to Mexico.
They will. Well, first of all, congratulations on carrying the Boom comics, because the Boom comics in the United States and pretty much around the world was like a #1 hit. The storyline's great. Kyle's a really good friend of mine. That helps with the storyline. No, it doesn't. He's just a friend of mine. All right, maybe it does a little. Anyway, in these comic book characters, there's a character named Lord Draken, and Draken. They can pronounce it Draken. You say tomato, what's the difference? Draken, Lord Draken, and he's a mix. It's a mix between the green and the white. It's me, so it's Tommy, and it's in a different dimension, and he's dark, a little bit more darker, like we were talking about. So I see a lot of cosplayers dressing up as Lord Draken, which is crazy, and that's another character that's me in the comic books. Super popular character, and he is coming to Mexico, and when he comes to Mexico, I'm telling you, the cosplayers are going to be dressing up like crazy, because I showed you it's a really cool costume, and he's going to have a big part in the series. You know, they made an announcement in New York Comic Con that they're planning some big things with Lord Draken, which is me, so it doesn't matter what happens to the other characters. You know, so
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
People say, who could win? You know, the Green or the White Ranger, who would win? And I would say, me.
Yeah. What can you tell us about the Ballet universe, man? Like Buckshot, man.
Oh,
What's the deal with this character?
man, I tell you, it is amazing. All the footage, everything now. Aaron and Sean did an amazing job. When I say that, if you watch Superpower Beatdown, if you watch any of Aaron's work, this has went from here to breathtaking along the way. Not just my character. I mean, I watch it and I look and I'm like, oh my God, like Derek Dealer, who plays Exo Manmore, like just a stud. He looks like a superhero. He's this, you know, the way he acts, the way he does his karate. Me and him had a fight scene, and it was amazing. And the footage is just super cool. Every character, Livewire, Archer Armstrong, I mean, every character, Eternal Warrior, everyone is just fits the part, and the action is incredible. I thought, well, I'm a trained martial artist, you know, I got most of the martial arts skills, and I'm sure Bloodshot's going to be the best character, you know, not just because it's me, but that wasn't true. Ninjak looked good. I mean, Mike Rowe, everybody just looked amazing. So Aaron and Sean and Josh and Dinesh worked so hard on bringing this to life. It really came to life. And when it hits, people are going to be so shocked. They're really, and I honestly say that if I was part of something that I wasn't too proud of, I would quickly dismiss it and say, oh yeah, it's really great, man, we're having a good time. What's your next question? But because I'm so proud of the work and so proud of what was done, I think it's really going to blow people away. It's going to blow studios away. It's going to blow all these people that are spending $100 million on movies. It's going to blow them away. Because what we did with it and how Aaron directs. If you give Aaron $5 million, $1 million, $100,000 doesn't matter. He makes that stuff good. You know what I mean? So it's I'm a big fan of the Batman Son work. So it's going to be really good. Bloodshot's great, and I'd like to do, of course, if I would see Bloodshot, I would see Bloodshot Reborn, because the Reborn series is amazing.
It's very good.
So that's what I was telling Valiant, let's get that spinoff, you know. So let's get the spinoff before we get the Power Rangers. Let's just do them both together. It doesn't matter. So.
What character do you love more? Or you feel more comfortable to doing? Or what's the difference between Tommy and Bloodshot?
It's so funny because Tommy's been part of me for, you know, since, so it kind of feels like me. So to be a superhero character like Bloodshot, I'm excited. So like the Tommy in me is now an actor. So it's hard to say, well, that's because, you know, I'm Jason and Tommy's my character. But actually I was a big comic book collector, okay? I collected comic books. That's why I did Comic-Cons, because I just thought it was cool to go look around. I never get a chance to look around. You know, I don't want to, you know, every time I have fans and I want to take pictures, so I never get a chance to look around. But I was a big comic book collector, and Valiant's been around since '92, 1 year before Power Rangers hit. So actually to play a comic book character, I'm really excited about playing. But I love Tommy. But again, Tommy's just part of me. So it's, you know what I mean? I can never shake that. So playing Bloodshot is really cool. I wore the Bloodshot shirts today. I saw all the Valiant, you know, some of the comic books, and to be even his shirt. I know you can't see it, but his shirt looks like a Bloodshot shirt. I branded that circle so well on my Instagram that people will see that and don't even know Superman. They won't even know Superman. They'll think it's Bloodshot. Look on back of my phone. See that circle?
Yeah.
I got Bloodshot dots everywhere. And the CEO, it's funny because the CEO saw those little stickers and he had it. And someone said, oh, that's JDF. And he's like, that's Bloodshot. He goes, then that's JDF. He goes, well, that's Bloodshot. So the CEO did. I said, can I ask you something? Did you have that before me or something? I said, no. Just during it, I've been branding it everywhere. So he's like, man, everyone's coming up going, that's JDF. He's like, that's my character. You know, that's his character. But I love it. I love Bloodshot. I can't, it's hard to pick the difference between Tommy or, you know, Bloodshot. But as far as me as an actor, I enjoy playing Bloodshot because I'm dressed in makeup and I feel it's like, it's not me, so I can be violent with that character. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you talk to someone in sunglasses, you feel comfortable, or if you talk to someone on text, you could be a little bit more braver on texting.
You can tell us some of the history of Bloodshot,
because
we know that he was a soldier, he has nanites,
Yeah.
and he's on revenge.
Yes, yes. Well, so a lot about Bloodshot. IGN described Bloodshot probably the best. It's like Wolverine without claws. This is Wolverine with guns. You know, he is a fighting warrior. You know, he can't die. He can nanos and nannies, billions of them in his body. He can communicate through in some of his newer powers, he can communicate through electricity to phones, to cell phones. He can even transform into other people. He's got that very rare power where I can become and look like you and trick everyone and then beat you all up when I turn into Bloodshot. So he's got all these superhero characters, but he can't die, but he's a fighting machine. And the biggest struggle with him, his last given name is Ray Garrison, but the biggest struggle with him is he doesn't know who he is. And so he's constantly searching for who he is. And I think that's a lot of us in life, to be honest. That's why I'm so close to that character. We don't know who we are. Really, I mean, we're always searching to figure out who we are and stuff like that. And his character's in his head, like he talks to people and they fix him, and you know, with Bloodsquirt now, and all this other stuff in his head. I like the emotional side of Bloodshot. They think Bloodshot's not an actor, he's a robot. He's not. He's got a lot of deep, secret emotions that he's going through, and that's why Bloodshot Reborn, you can see him. He drinks, he does drugs, he does all this stuff to kill these inner thoughts. So I think all of us in life have these inner thoughts and our struggle to find out our identity, to who we really are, or what's our purpose in life. You know what I mean? I mean, I found my purpose in life, but I know there's a bigger purpose for me, and a bigger purpose for you, and a bigger purpose for everyone watching. You know, look at YouTube. We were the #1 kid show in America. Power Rangers was the #1 kid show before Instagram, YouTube, before anything. That's the biggest accomplishment. We were the #1 kid show before you can Skype, FaceTime, before any of that stuff. And now it's like the technology is so crazy, and we're able to reach so many more people around the world, which is great, because then you can think about what the world can become to help the world better. You know, we all need to tap into our potential, but I don't think we do. think we always like, I don't know, I can never be an actor, I can never do this. That's all everyone ever said, not me. I always said I can. Everyone said you can't. I said I can. Comic book career too. Comic-Con, same thing. You don't have a fan base, you can't do this now. You know, people call me king of the cons. I got the fan base. The only reason why is because I really, truly care.
Yeah,
you know,
we know.
I truly care.
We know.
And that's the thing, you know. And I try to balance it out. With you guys too, you guys are a big part of, I'll give you, a lot of actors don't give credit to cosplayers. A lot of actors don't care about media. I do. Because I don't care how many fans you all have, it's going to reach, and it makes Power Rangers more popular, Valiant more popular. You can send the message out a lot faster than I can through people and through different social medias. Tag, share, tag. It's just crazy. So I'm excited to be part of this world that has all this technology, being part of Bloodshot, that I think he works so great in any time period, you know, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I'm speaking for real fans here in Mexico, man, and thank you so much for all the effort, the heart you put in these characters, man.
Thank you.
We love you, and we will support you in every movie, series, episode on YouTube.
Yes.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
an honor, man, to
I
meet
appreciate
you.
you all watching too. You guys are really cool, and you guys can follow me on Instagram, JDFFFN. I always tell everyone in any interview that the relationship doesn't end, and I'm sure for you too. You can reach us on social media. That's where relationships happen, and that's where you keep relationships going. And I think my fans know that it's not the last time they're going to see me. You can just tag me. Got to tag me on Instagram, because then I'll always like your stuff. So that's what I do.
Esa fue la entrevista, todavía convivimos un poco más con él y nos firmó algunos cómics. Y también les digo, tuvimos la oportunidad de platicar con él todavía afuera, en el hotel. Eso no se grabó porque ya no era ya era algo mucho más personal, ¿no? Y digo, creo que se puede notar que estoy bastante nervioso, no sé ni cómo pude hablar, ni cómo me pude dar a entender, porque dentro de mí estaba eufórico como un fan, o sea, realmente como un fan. Tommy Oliver siempre ha sido mi Ranger favorito. Entonces, para mí era increíble, ¿no? El tener que estar ahí muy solemne haciendo la entrevista y todo sin fanboyar ni nada por el estilo, pero una gran persona, un gran trato, lo vamos a extrañar y los invito a que se despidan de él en los comentarios de este video. Y pues, como lo dije anteriormente, esperemos que él haya encontrado la paz que no encontró en este plano. Nuestro más sentido pésame a sus familiares, a sus amigos, a todos ustedes, a los fans. Y lo vamos a extrañar. Que descanse en paz. Que descanse en paz.